If you fell in love in the 70s, these 15 songs may feel less like old records and more like doors you have tried not to open. They bring back slow dances beneath dim lights, long-distance calls made after midnight, and the silence that followed a final goodbye. Some captured love as it was slipping away. Others understood how memory could make it beautiful again. Tonight, we return to the melodies that held our hearts then, and somehow still know exactly where they break into the rain. Number 2, If You Could Read My Mind by Gordon Lightfoot.
If I could read your mind, love.
A quiet room can hold the remains of an entire marriage. Gordon Lightfoot began shaping this song while reflecting on the collapse of his own relationship, turning personal confusion into one of the gentlest farewells of the decade.
Who gets burned in a three-way script?
Released internationally in 1971, it became his first major American hit, reaching number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100
Feel this way, and I've got to say that I just
and topping the Canadian chart. The strings never overwhelm him, and his voice never turns bitter. Instead, he sounds like a man trying to explain something he still cannot fully understand.
old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well.
That restraint makes the ending feel painfully real. Love can leave long before either person finds the courage to admit it.
That's what the truth is. I guess.
Number 3, Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues. Long before heartbreak became a memory, there were nights when sleep simply would not come. Justin Hayward wrote Nights in White Satin as a young man caught between the ending of one relationship and the beginning of another, filling it with unsent thoughts and unresolved longing. First released in 1967
Never reaching the end.
on Days of Future Past, it found extraordinary new life when reissued in 1972, climbing to number 2 in America. Its mellotron, orchestral sweep, and solemn vocal made Private Yearning sound almost endless.
I can't say any.
For listeners who once waited beside a silent telephone, it still carries the weight of everything left unspoken. Unspoken feelings often survive because they were never given a proper goodbye.
You can't say we never tried.
Number 4, Angie by the Rolling Stones. The first acoustic notes feel like someone pulling up a chair before saying what both people already know. Appearing on the Rolling Stones' 1973 album Goat's Head Soup,
All those nights of crying.
Angie replaced the band's usual swagger with piano, strings, and one of Mick Jagger's most vulnerable performances. It became their 7th number 1 single in America.
It's simply sweet. I hate that.
For years, listeners speculated that Angie was a real woman, but Keith Richards later described the name as something that came to him while writing in Switzerland, not a confirmed dedication.
And no money in our clothes.
That uncertainty only makes the farewell feel more universal. Love remains, but the future has vanished. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Number 5, Help Me by Joni Mitchell. Falling in love can feel most frightening when happiness is still within reach. On Help Me, Joni Mitchell does not mourn a relationship that has ended. She captures the nervous moment when attraction begins to threaten a carefully protected freedom. Recorded with Tom Scott's LA Express for Chord and Spark, the song wrapped romantic uncertainty in a warm, jazz-inflected arrangement. It climbed to number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming Mitchell's only American top 10 single, and the biggest pop hit of her career. Beneath its graceful movement is the fear that surrendering to love means surrendering control. The heart may recognize danger and move closer anyway.
the silly phase I'm going through.
Number 6. I'm Not in Love by 10cc. A confession can arrive disguised as denial. Released in 1975, I'm Not in Love surrounds its narrator with a floating choir, created by painstakingly layering hundreds of vocal tracks, giving the record its dreamlike, almost weightless atmosphere. A memorable whispered interlude was provided by studio secretary Kathy Warren, adding another strange, intimate texture to the recording. The song reached number 1 in Britain and became 10cc's breakthrough hit in America. Yet its emotional truth is simpler than its production. He keeps insisting she means nothing while preserving her picture and explaining every sign of attachment. The more he denies it, the clearer the truth becomes. Love often speaks loudest through words meant to conceal it. Number 7. Love Hurts by Nazareth. Rather than simply sad. Written by Boudleaux Bryant, Love Hurts had previously been recorded by the Everly Brothers and Roy Orbison. Before Nazareth transformed it into a hard rock lament. Their 1975 version became an international success and remains the interpretation most listeners remember. McCafferty sings as though romance has stripped away his final illusion, leaving no room for comforting excuses. Its bluntness became its greatest strength. This record offers no easy healing. It simply refuses to disguise the pain. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Okay, on to the next. Number 8. Weekend in New England by Barry Manilow. The hardest part of a brief reunion is often the journey home, when every passing mile feels like another goodbye. Written by Randy Edelman and released by Barry Manilow in 1976. Weekend in New England became one of his signature romantic ballads and reached the American Top 10 the following year. Its arrangement begins with quiet uncertainty before rising into the kind of sweeping declaration Manilow made unmistakably his own. Yet beneath the grandeur is an ordinary question. When will two people separated by distance finally be together again? Anyone who once measured love through calendars, train schedules, or expensive telephone calls understood that ache. Distance does not always weaken love. It can teach the heart to count every hour. Number 9. 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad by Meatloaf. Breakups are sometimes caused not by betrayal, but by honesty too cruel to hear. Written by Jim Steinman for Meatloaf's monumental Bat Out of Hell. 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad became the album's biggest American hit, reaching the top 20 in 1978. Steinman reportedly sought a title with the conversational simplicity of an Elvis Presley phrase. But the finished song became a devastating bargain. The narrator offers desire and devotion, yet not the love his partner needs. Meatloaf delivers the admission with unexpected tenderness, making rejection sound tragic rather than indifferent. Is this one of the most painfully honest breakup songs of the 1970s? Comment yes if you agree. Number 10. Sad Eyes by Robert John. Sometimes heartbreak belongs not only to the person crying, but also to the one standing nearby, helplessly watching. Robert John's Sad Eyes arrived in 1979
Look at me that way.
with a polished soft rock arrangement and a soaring falsetto that recalled an earlier era of romantic pop. Written and produced by George Tobin, the song slowly climbed the American charts before reaching number 1.
There'd come a day when we would have to say
Briefly interrupting disco's dominance near the decade's end. Its narrator offers comfort to someone wounded by another love. Yet he knows tenderness cannot instantly repair what has been lost. That helplessness gives the record its lasting sadness. We may hold someone, reassure them, and promise tomorrow will be kinder. But some pain must finish breaking before it begins to heal.
It's a fool's game.
Number 11. It's a Heartache by Bonnie Tyler.
Nothing but a heartache.
Heartbreak can sound fresh and startled. This one sounds as though it has been endured many times before. Written by Ronnie Scott and Steve Wolfe. It's a Heartache
With love to share. When you find it,
introduced millions of listeners to Bonnie Tyler's unmistakably weathered voice. Released in late 1977 and becoming a worldwide success in 1978,
nothing but a heartache. Hits you with
it reached number 3 in America and number 4 in Britain. Tyler does not soften the disappointment or hide it behind elaborate imagery. She sings with the exhaustion of someone who recognizes every stage of being let down.
when you find he doesn't care.
That familiarity is what makes the record sting. An old wound may close, but certain songs remember precisely where it was.
With a lie. And who am I?
Number 12. Sometimes When We Touch by Dan Hill.
Stays too much. And I have to close.
There are evenings when two people sit close together, yet fear keeps an invisible distance between them. Dan Hill wrote Sometimes When We Touch with veteran songwriter Barry Mann,
Pride. But through the insecurity,
shaping romantic uncertainty into an unusually exposed confession. Released in 1977, it became a major international hit and reached the American top 10 the following year.
still trapped within my youth.
Hill's trembling delivery made vulnerability sound almost uncomfortable, which may explain why the song inspired both deep affection and occasional teasing. Still, its emotional honesty has never disappeared.
Subsides.
The narrator wants intimacy, but he also fears what complete surrender might reveal. For many couples, that struggle felt painfully familiar. The walls built to protect a heart can quietly become the walls that imprison it. Number 13. Without You by Harry Nilsson.
I should let you know.
Eventually, there comes a night when pretending to be all right requires more strength than simply falling apart. Without You was written by Pete Ham and Tom Evans of Badfinger,
I can't give anymore.
whose original recording appeared before Harry Nilsson discovered the song and made it his own. Producer Richard Perry helped build Nilsson's 1971 version from a restrained beginning into
But I guess that's just the way the story
a towering release of anguish. It reached number 1 on both sides of the Atlantic, spending 5 weeks atop the British chart, and earned Nilsson a Grammy for his vocal performance. Few recordings capture the instant when composure finally breaks so completely. Nilsson did not merely perform heartbreak, he made surrendering to it sound almost magnificent.
It's gotten to the point.
Number 14. Neither One of Us Wants to Be the First to Say Goodbye by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Guess neither one of us. Neither one of us.
Imagine two people sharing the same room, each waiting for the other to say the words that will end everything. Written by Jim Weatherly, this 1973 recording became one of Gladys Knight and the Pips' final major Motown successes before the group moved to Buddha Records. It reached number 2 on the American pop chart and topped the soul chart.
Wants to be the first to say.
Yet its deepest achievement is emotional rather than commercial. Knight sings with remarkable control, never turning the farewell into a dramatic explosion.
Those old memories get in my way.
Her restraint suggests that love has not vanished entirely, even though the relationship cannot survive. The hardest goodbyes are often the ones tenderness keeps delaying.
Corners of my mind.
Number 15, The Way We Were, by Barbra Streisand.
Of the smile.
Years later, heartbreak no longer arrives as an argument or a slammed door. It returns through a photograph, a familiar street,
Can it be that it was all so simple then?
or a melody that makes youth feel suddenly close again. Written by Marvin Hamlish, with Alan and Marilyn Bergman for the 1973 film starring Barbra Streisand and Robert Redford. The Way We Were became a #1 American hit. It also won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, while Hamlish made Oscar history by winning 3 music awards during the same ceremony.
We simply choose to forget.
Streisand sings from the tender distance of remembrance, where the sharpest pain has faded but affection remains. Memory rarely preserves love accurately. It preserves what the heart can bear. These songs survived because they held far more than heartbreak. They preserved slow dances in crowded rooms, rainy drives along empty roads, telephone calls that lasted past midnight, and the faces we once believed would remain beside us forever. Each record became attached to a particular moment: a first kiss, a long goodbye, a letter never mailed, or the evening we finally understood that love was not always enough to keep 2 people together. That may be why these songs feel different now. When we first heard them, we listened for the romance. Years later, we hear the warning, the regret, and the tenderness hidden underneath. A song that once belonged to someone else can slowly become part of our own history. The melody stays the same, but we do not. Every passing decade gives the words another meaning. Perhaps you remember hearing one of these records through a car radio while the streetlights moved across the windshield. Maybe it played at a school dance, in a neighborhood bar, or from a turntable in a room that no longer exists. The people connected to those memories may have changed, moved away, or disappeared from our lives entirely. Still, the music keeps their shadows close. For 3 or 4 minutes, the years fold together, and we are allowed to meet our younger selves again. Heartbreak rarely remains as sharp as it felt in the moment. Time softens the details, blurs the arguments, and leaves behind a strange mixture of gratitude and sadness. We may no longer want the relationship back, yet we can still miss who we were when we believed it would last forever. That is the quiet gift of these songs. They remind us that even a love that ended could once have been real, beautiful, and worth remembering. Which of these songs carries the strongest memory for you? And what part of your life does it bring back? Share your story in the comments. And consider subscribing to Retro Rewind as we continue returning to the records, voices, and unforgettable moments that helped shape our lives.